Last time I got wound up about cliches, starting out with those in journalism, a field I know something about. Um, I want to talk about recurrent stories in journalism that also, in a sense, are a form of a cliche. As we have this conversation a few days before Christmas 2023, the airwaves, the newspapers even, have been full of stories about holiday blues, the depression, the anxiety that apparently some or many people feel this time of year. I don't mean to minimize those who too struggle, whether it be during the holidays or any other time for that matter. But I do want to suggest that the media, in revisiting this subject, seeks, it seems to me, to emphasize the negative at a time when we have all the more tools at our disposal to be happy, to be joyous, to be sharing, and to be caring. And that's what I want to offer us today, that we take advantage of those opportunities to not ignore those things that bother us, but put them to the side and perhaps even help remedy them by focusing instead on those aspects of our life that make it worthwhile, that make it worth living. And really, I think when I put it that way, we'd have to say that just about everything we have at our disposal makes life worth living because life is inherently good. Hopefully, we have family to draw upon. Hopefully, we have friends to draw upon, brothers and sisters, whether they're related by blood or otherwise. It doesn't matter. Those of us who maybe don't have as large a circle to draw upon have, though, hopefully neighbors, others that they interact with or have the opportunity to interact with if we only step outside of ourselves and make that effort. Is it difficult? Well, it can be, I suppose, if we're not used to it, but it need not be because people are hungry for affection, for attention, for a boost, just as we are. And when we share that kind of a gift with one another, I think it's pretty amazing how the holiday blues can be pushed to the sideline pretty quickly. It isn't something that we're destined to endure. If we're forced, we feel at least, into the company of people who are invariably difficult to deal with, we need to step back from that, keep those interactions as brief as possible, or simply don't expose ourselves to them in the first place. You have a right to love yourself first, not in a selfish, self indulgent way, but in a way that invites us to allow the good in ourselves to be shared with those of goodwill. That's what this season is about, the season of goodwill, and we have a chance to be partners with God in demonstrating that goodwill with one another. We can show His love for us by sharing our love for one another, and in so doing, we can set the holiday blues aside and perhaps never go back to those again. Life is good, and it's going to be a good holiday season for those of us who decide to make the effort to make it just that. Emphasize the gifts, the positives, and there's plenty of them if you put your mind to it. Thank you, and Merry Christmas.